Living in Korea for an entire month taught me a thing or two about the country. So here's 5 random things I've learned about South Korea. For crosswalks like this, because almost nobody ever stops for you. You gotta make sure it has a light if you want to cross safely. Like almost nobody ever stops on these type of crosswalks. You literally have to just run across. So these are the ones you gotta look for. That way the cars do stop for that and you can get across safely. But if you're an adventurous type, go along the ones without signals. It's a good way to play Frogger, live action Frogger. I looked into why cars don't stop for pedestrians, and it's because they don't enforce traffic laws. It's kind of ironic that garbage is valued above human lives. I'm actually not upset at this mentality. Whenever I see an able-bodied person casually taking their time across the street, it can be tempting to hit the gas. Can you imagine driving through these tiny streets? Anybody who says Koreans are bad drivers or Asians are bad drivers never drove through a Korean street before. This is literally one lane street. There's no 2 lanes here. It's just all one lane. And tiny parking spots. You gotta have skill to drive like this. Okay, so we're here in one of the bathrooms, and this is actually a bar of soap. I've heard of soap on a rope, but this is soap on a stick. What? They were actually invented in the 1950s from France, and they're called savon rotatif. Hope I pronounced that right. What? This contraption allows for quick drying with no mess. They're usually found in public bathrooms. The windows that they have in Korea, it has like 2 layers. In our Airbnb was the same as this. It has one layer like this and another layer like that. There's like 3 layers of windows. I'm actually wondering why they design them like that, because in America it's literally just one. You know, you don't have like 3 or double layers like this. This information wasn't easy to find, but they're called double sliding windows and is to prevent condensation. For those who don't know, condensation could lead to mold and mildew, which is a serious problem in homes. And if you look back at how older homes were made, they also used 2 windows. There would be an outer window which was made of glass and an inner window made of paper. This provided insulation, and the occupant could choose to either have dispersed light from the paper or a clear view from the glass. Korea is really into lucky boxes. And this is not bad. It's only 5,000 won for these lucky box. So we got one from Toys R Us, we got one from Butter, and I don't know, maybe we should take a chance with these. Although the concept of lucky boxes or blind boxes is fairly new in the States, it's actually been around since the 1980s. Like a lot of trends, it started in Japan and was a fun way to manage leftover inventory. They called this fukubukuro, or lucky bag. It's cool to see this trend in Korea, as it feels like a fun way to sell extra stock. It really plays into people's gambling addictions. Johnny! So I've been here for about a week. I see these people with orange jackets on, and they go around collecting garbage off the street. Litter patrol. I couldn't find too much information about who these people were, but I guess this is a great way for retired people to give something back to the community. When living in another culture, there will always be things that are done differently. Although we may initially think it's strange, it's these differences that make traveling so interesting. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, here's some more suggestions. On this channel, I make entertaining informational videos about Korea. If that's your thing, please consider subscribing. And with that, I'll see you on the next Pixics in Korea.